Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. It is CEO 2026 weekend, and we've got a lot of great fighting game action, but we also had a little bit of a surprise drop here. We got the Duck King trailer for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So Duck King, we all know he's part of Season 3, and he's been heavily requested since frankly day one of the game's launch, and now he's here and he's looking great. Like, the animations are beautiful. His little buddy Pchan is kind of showing up front and center, and comes to movesets on top of him just like having the time of his life here, just dancing and breaking everywhere. He's got some interesting stuff here, which also looks like some all new unique mechanics, perhaps only for him. So let's do what we do here. Let's rewind and let's talk about the trailer, because he's doing some interesting stuff. Because even right here, right after his giant setup here, we got the fever. What's the fever? So just starting our trailer out here, the speakers are blaring. Duck King is all about the music. He's all about the vibes. And this is kind of just really showing great here. And you see Pchan also rocking to the beat, having a bit of a dance. And Pchan here, the mascot of Duck King, chicken specifically. It's not a duck. Why does Duck King have a chicken? Well, I don't know, that's for the courts to decide. But our boy Duck King, it's been some decades since he's last shown up in a fighting game, and now he's here and he's looking really good. Duck King and Pchan kind of just happy to be here, and you can see them just breakdancing, just vibing out to the music. And of course, if you do not know the Duck King, music and dance is basically his form of martial arts, as he will very literally just kind of breakdance all over your face. You can even see like the equalizer music EDM particles just fly off him, and him just kind of dancing as he fights the enemy. Very limber too, as some moves seem to like low profile as he's sliding under stuff. But again, like dancing, martial arts, it's kind of all the same to him, as we see in this setup here. So just, again, dancing in here, but now we're going low, and whatever that is. Maybe he learned this one in the mountains of Tibet, I don't know, but it's certainly an odd look, but he's an odd duck, if you will. But we see in our next setup here, the one thing with all the breakdancing is he can really put some spin on stuff. If you do not know his classical movesets, he's really, really big on spinning and just all sorts of ball-based attacks. So if you don't know, this is sort of how he's always operated. He's always dancing around, he's always spinning. Dude's a regular menace, basically. Sometimes even to himself, because if he misses with his ball-based attacks, he might miss the landing. But put that all together with some very ridiculous command grabs where, he's spinning the enemy, and that is Duck King 101. But who's to say an old duck can't learn new tricks? Because he seemingly, maintains a lot of the vibe and flavor he had from, days gone past. But we got some new tricks, like this very long, elaborate combo. It ends with something different, as it has fever. What on earth is fever? Looks to be some sort of new gameplay mechanic, because later in the trailer we're also going to see something that potentially is linked to this. And time to heat things up, just maybe. Remember a moment ago I mentioned command grab, right? So it appears he's got that returning to him. So he has a command grab super, and not only that, he's busting out the light show on you. So mechanic base super, buff base super, command grab super, but then we go back to the strike super, and something else happens here. Instead of getting all these hits, we only get the one. He stumbles and slaps himself and it says bad. So whatever's going on here, a mini game, mechanic, you name it, I'm not sure, but there's something he can fail at. So it's tied to the super, maybe? Like when we saw the level 2 version of the super before, obviously a lot more hits here, all sorts of fancy animations, the lights are going off, particle effects everywhere exploding on the screen, and then we get that fever. Versus here, misses the combo, something drops, slaps himself, says bad. So something buff-based or mechanic, like just something's obviously up here. And then of course we got to end trailer here, got to go into the big cinematic gear, and of course he's just kind of stunting on you. hitting the pose, doing more spins. The light show comes in, and now it's time for the big breakdance. And Terry airborne for a hot minute here. Very reminiscent of the command grab we just talked about, just amped up to the nines. And just like Salvatore Ganacci, I guess music is a weapon. The canonical reason Salvatore is in Southtown is because he got Duck King's invitation. And you can see here Pchan just kind of mimicking what Duck King does. Pchan is the mascot character for Duck King, right? And I like that they're making Pchan just a much bigger part of the Duck King package. Although Pchan has a bit of a duck bill now. So is Pchan actually a duck? Because Pchan was a chicken before. Maybe that will be addressed in the EOST mode? But yeah, so Duck King is your latest character coming to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, coming August the 27th. So that is before the month is up. Kim in September, Laucorn in November, and of course, between that, we have a mystery character on both sides. Who are they going to be? I guess we'll find out. We have gotten guest characters from other fighting games and Street Fighter. We now have anime guest characters in Kenshiro, so realistically, nothing is off limits. Like, you can get weird with it, and you might be rewarded. Going to be very interesting who they are, for sure. And of course, Duck King himself. He seems tricky. Just like Salvatore, might have stances. Some of the gameplay in this trailer is a little difficult to see, other than he's incredibly acrobatic and nimble, and frankly very weird. And he did have a command grab in the past, and it definitely looks like one of his two supers is command grab based. So it might very well be, on top of, his odd appearance, his odd fighting style, that he himself might have just an odd gameplay loop, especially with the buffs. Like, what is fever? Why does he slap himself in the face and it says bad? That's some big question marks. I'm very interested to see what exactly that means. Whatever it is, it looks like he has specifically to himself unique mechanics against just the rest of the cast. And of course, he's animated great. The light show looks great. Like, everything about the package looks great. The fact that it's been so long since the last time he's been playable in the game, it's going to be interesting to see just how it all works. And Pchan is back. The mascot is back. He looks adorable. A lot of very hardcore fans have been waiting a very, very long time for Duck King to return, and he is finally here. The only question is, after so many years, will he live up to the hype? Again, launching in August the 27th, so we don't got that much longer to wait to find out one way or another. But for now, that is your breakdown of the Duck King trailer. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. And otherwise, that's it for me, and that's it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Fatal Fury.
This is the love making.